There's like this thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it sound like the most treasured site in Christianity?
There's a UFO descending over the dome of Jerusalem.
Alright. Welcome to Goof on Everybody. It is Saturday in the UK, May 28, 2022. How the hell are ya? Yes, that is correct. It is the 28th of May, Memorial Weekend for us here in the Americanas. We are on a 3-day weekend. I almost said 4. So those 9-to-5ers have Monday off. So I hope today is like a Friday to you, picking up an extra 24 hours of freedom. Nothing like it on the planet. It's a great thing to know that you can go to sleep on Sunday anytime you want and wake up Monday and sleep all day if you felt like it. But no, we got barbecues, we got hot dogs, burgers, American pie, Chevrolet, all that stuff. Chevrolet, Ford, whatever. But here we are. It is Saturday in the UK. We're going to talk about some new Bigfoot evidence, I guess. There's this lady who is interacting with an orb, or it's unusual, but you'll see. She's interacting with it. She's like, she sees the orb. People don't normally see them, and it's just on their camera, right? And then they look at the camera and they're like, oh my God, I didn't even see that. Look at that orb. It shot right into my arm. No wonder why my arm got cold. I knew it. I just knew there was an entity. It's probably Uncle Joey. Uncle Joey is in my arm. So she actually talks to the thing. She says, how you doing? The orb goes, I'm doing all right. You can tell what the orb is saying the whole time. She's doing this, right? She's doing Jeremy Corbell Jesus hands. She's doing this. And the orb's like dancing around from one hand to the next. And she starts doing this. And then you hear the music. I'm kidding. It's not that exciting. But she does talk to it. She does have a conversation with it, I guess. It's on a CCTV camera. And then we're going to talk about how embarrassing do you think? That video that turned out to be birds, the Apache one yesterday with the 3 dots, and then they zoomed in and stabilized the video, and you can tell there was flapping of wings, and it turned out to be birds. They're still talking as if it's real. Oh, great footage on the New York UAP discussion. We've got unbelievable. We're dropping footage that nobody's ever seen before. Everybody's seen this shit. Hey, I got birds too. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Nah, we're not. Roll call, everybody. Mike Johnson, welcome to the show. Dr. Z, welcome to the show. David Wilcox, welcome to the show. Lisa. Welcome to the we gotta go to classic. There we go. There you are. How you doing today? Fantastic. Phenomenal. Another Chicago Bears t-shirt. I guess you're in Chicago. Welcome to the show. Hey, Walter. How you doing? Walter White Corbin. How you doing there? WWC. It's the WWC.
Let me tell you something, brother. I've got all the blue cocaine. I've got blue meth. Everything I have is blue, even my balls.
Oh, that's not the new goof on. Den Bub, welcome to the show. Heavy Tank. Hey, there we go. Who cares if the dog didn't notice? It wasn't for the dog. The dog doesn't have to notice. We think everybody's got to notice the orb? The dog was aloof. That dog was an old... You know how old that dog was? That dog didn't even know where it was. Welcome to the show. Bex. Welcome to the show. Randall Hill's here. Welcome to the show. Marie Jose Sproul. Welcome to the show. Michigan UFO sightings and paranormal encounters. Welcome to the show. Mind blown over UAPs. Welcome to the show. Rebecca Wiles. See, look how happy you look today. It's a nice picture. Hey, what do you say, Dave B? David Bailey's here. How you doing today? It's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Blooded one. Thank you. Thank you. Got quiet all of a sudden, didn't it? I just thought I saw the name Wilt Chamberlain. Isn't that weird? And it was this guy. Walt Corbin. Hey, the Urban Way is here. How you doing, TUW? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the show. Alfie Joe Bob. Welcome to the show. Moody Mongol. Welcome to the show. Hey, we got a super chat already. Look at this guy. Denbub. Member Denbub. It's a Canadian $14. We just round everything up 1 penny when it goes this route. I appreciate that, dude. You starting off the show with a nice little support. It's gonna be one of those shows. I haven't even dipped into the funny flower yet. I haven't even smoked anything yet. No, I've only been up for an hour. I woke up and I said, holy shit, I forgot to put the show up today. Put the show up and had to add an extra 30 minutes to the start time so I could eat something. And I did, and I didn't have time to smoke it out. But I did bring it in here with me. I don't have any. I'm just sucking on the tar because I'm out. I've been out for since Tuesday. No, Monday. And I've been sucking on tar sticks. Denbub, you're the first super chatter of the day. You know what that means, right? Does anybody know? What does that mean? Doesn't mean anything. No, it does. Of course it means something, Rich. Denbub. Member Denbub with $14. It's a super dono. No emoji stickers, no comments. Mucho gusto, generoso, everybody. Thank you, announcer. And thank you, Denbub. You can help support Goof On. We are a super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App, buy me a nose or a coffee show. All the links are in the description. I don't know what I'm doing today, man. I am just, I don't know who I am. Nathan Allen's here. Welcome to the show. Justin, what's up, man? How you been? Good to see you. John Mallory, welcome to the show. Stu Gerson, welcome to the show. Tim Sta. There we go. Don't rub it in now. See, Tim, you look like a bong smoker. I'm not a bong smoker. Nah, I'm like a one-hitter, maybe a joint here and there. If I use a bong, I get so effed up. I just can't function, and I like to function. I'm a functioning pothead. Well, I'm not a pothead. I've been smoking since 31. Since I was 21. 31, 41, 51. And now I'm 54, so it's 33 years, but there was 5 years where I didn't smoke. So 33, 32, 31, 30, 28 years. I've been smoking longer than some of you been alive. I know, and some of you have been smoking longer than I've been alive. No. Yeah, 51 years you've been smoking. 54, 51. Jesus, who am I? Who am I today? Am I the 51-year-old Richie G or my 54-year-old Richie G? All right, let's get the show started. If I didn't say hello, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means I just can't get to everybody. Hey, thank you, Dorothy Hawkins is here, everybody. Why don't you give her a round of applause? I'm glad. Heavy tank. Oh, don't, dude. Don't rub it in. You're 51. You are. You're 51. I've seen it all. Good night, everybody. I can't believe it. How is that possible? How is that humanly possible? Oh, uh-oh. Something's wrong. I can't see. I can't see. Ah, God. Oh, I lost my eyesight for a minute. I can't believe it. Really, I'm taking... We should have had kids. Easy E with the $20 member. Easy E with the... Let me start over. Member Easy E21 with a $20 super chat. Actually says, I'm not here enough for the live events, but still support you, Rich. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you, man. I see you here and there, man. I know. You've put in your time. You have put in your time, my good friend. Thank you very much for that. That's a $20 super chat. Holy crap. We'll give you this. Thank you, Easy E21, for the $20 super chat. You're here enough. That's all we know. Acknowledge all over those who don't come here enough. Mucho gusto, generoso. And a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Thank you. Thank you. What a way to start the show. We are doing the Saturday in the UK show. Now, I think I have a little, maybe a proposition. Preposition? Proposition for you people in the UK. Because of the new time change, would you care if I just kept it at 7 o'clock on Saturday? 12 o'clock your time, or is that too late? Let me know. Put your answers in the chat room or send me an email at goofonradio@gmail.com. Is 7 o'clock okay? You know, this is the way. GoofOn is the way. Truthology for ufology. But if you're okay with, if you just want to, okay, if you want me to stay at 5, thumbs up. If you want me to go back to keep it at 7, I don't know, thumbs down? I don't know. I don't know. You know, this 7 o'clock, it makes it at midnight your time, which is still late. Now, I'm going to leave, forget it. Forget what I said. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it at 5. What the fuck? What the I have to look. I don't know what just happened. That's not cool, man. What the hell? That has only happened one other time. Oh my God. Oh my God. It felt like somebody did this on my legs, you know, like they went like this. That's what I just felt. For like a second, I was like, what the, and I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, that felt so unbelievable. Remember, after my dog died, I felt like his wet nose pushed up against my right knee, because that's what he would do towards the end of the show. He knew when I was saying goodbye. He would hear me say, that's it, everybody, you know, and my dog would always come down and try to get my attention, and he would nose butt me, you know? And I felt that one. This felt like fingers on my leg, like somebody was tracing, you know, doing this. Oh, God, that was weird. I'm looking at my leg There's no excuse for that. I don't understand what just happened. That was so weird. It doesn't freak me out like it used to, but when you get, I don't know what it was. I mean, I would. That's why I looked underneath. I never felt that before. So I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I have like a very long leg, daddy long leg spider. You know what I mean? Maybe something like that was crawling, or. But it was actually like being like, I felt like the indent go. You know, like there's pressure put on me. Oh, that was so weird. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try the SLS camera here. Let's try the new SLS and see if there's anything here with us. Have you guys tried the new app? The SLS app? You can see ghosts and stuff. You know, they're stick figures. Let's see if they're in here. Let's see if anything pops up. Oh, it's picking up the alien head. There was just a little figure that popped up right there. Right in front of the door it did. Hey, if there's any little figures in here, little ghostlings, show yourself. Just stand in front of this device. Why am I yelling at? Why do people yell at ghosts? They have ears. They could hear us. You know, if you're here, just go ahead and say hi. You know, I hate that. It's like, why do we do that? All right, I'll be nice. I'm waiting. Just stand here. I don't have all day, so hurry up. If there's anything here, if there's any spiritual activity in this place, if there's a dead body walking. Nothing. All right, you got 5 seconds to stand in front of this camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, back to the show. Now my ass itches. Everything's going wrong today. Oh, that felt good. All right. I'm gonna go right into it today, folks. We're short on time already. So let me pull up the videos, and we will have some fun. Did you know that yesterday's UAP video was... What are they saying about it on Twitter, I wonder? Let's go there real quick. I want to take a look, because it's embarrassing what happened yesterday, 2 days ago. But we showed it, you know. It is very, very sad. And what did I say when that guy Andy was on Josh and Artemis show, and he was acting like a fool? I don't have to. I'm tired of explaining myself. The videos are the videos. Da 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 da. Don't get mad at the messenger. There's a community. I'm a nice guy, I don't need this. So what if I make sock accounts? Oh, that's Lou Elizondo, never mind. You know what I mean? This guy had the attitude like he's a god of ufology. And I'm like, he needs a reality check. Well, it came. And this was the reality check we all saw. This is Dave Beatty, who debunked it. In my opinion, I honestly think we have an answer for the objects. They are not warthogs or whatever. They're not F-14, 16, 18, or 20s. They are not, as Chris Leto says, going faster than the speed of sound, mind you. I'm just embarrassed for little ufology. Poor little ufology. What did little ufology do to deserve this kind of treatment? You know what I mean? What's this? Do a show in that tone one day. What tone? What tone? You mean this tone, right? Like this? Is that what you mean? Huh? Is that what you mean? They're birds, right? That's it. You can see the whapping of the flings. I mean, the flapping of the wings. You see? They're wing flappers. We don't need this. And this guy, Andy, is going to get his ass handed to him. And as far as I'm concerned, Andy, if you're ever watching this show, please leave ufology ASAP. You have no idea what you're doing in this field. You have no idea how to analyze footage. And you know what he said? Remember what he said? Oh, we've had experts in photography and video. Look at this stuff. They analyzed it. It's the real deal. Yeah, the videos are real, but they're real birds, they're real balloons, they're real airplanes. All over your mother's. Don't go there. That's not the new goof on. That's not what we signed up for. Come on, it's supposed to be a new loving goof on. Well, this really made me happy. I just don't like being right. I want to be wrong. You understand that, right? I don't like being right. But unfortunately I was. Unfortunately I was. I'm embarrassed, really. It's not right. There's a rare book predicting alien life discovered in Cotswolds. Did you see that? Did you hear about this book? A rare book predicting alien life discovered in Cotswolds. Hey, that's what it says. I just saw this. It was from Dorothy Hawkins, who posted this on the Twitter. There it is. Pretty cool. The book published in, get this, 1698. Capiche? You hear? Was found at a free antique valuation event in Moreton in Marsh, Gloucestershire, by books valuer Jim Spencer. Inside, author Christian Huygens explores his fascination with the potential existence of extraterrestrial beings. This is before 1700. Mr. Spencer said its contents seem almost comical. The book, lengthily entitled The Celestial World Discovered, or Conjectures Concerning the Inhabitants, Plants, and Productions of the Worlds in the Planets, Huygens questioned why God would have created other planets just to be looked upon from Earth. That is true. Isn't it? Why would God create the other planets if there was no other reason than to just look at them? We're supposed to, not us, I'm saying, but my thing is, it doesn't seem like life is that easily formed. You know? You'd have to have the right concoction of stuff to get us. I mean, you want to get us? He concludes that aliens must have hands and feet like humans because of their convenience, writing, what could we invent or imagine that could be so exactly accommodated to all the designed uses as the hands are? Shall we give them an elephant's proboscis? What? What is that? Proboscis. I think I said it right. Proboscis. Why do they have to use words I've never seen before? More people in more places trust BBC News. See, this is good for you guys. You understand this BBC shit. Than any other news source. Register for... Oh, never mind. He also suggests that celestial beings must have feet. Unless they have found out the art of flying in some of those worlds. The writer believed aliens enjoyed astronomy and observation, sailed boats, and listened to music, but also suffered misfortunes, wars, afflictions, and poverty. Because that's what leads us to invention and progress. I see. Well, anyway, I'll put the link to that in the description after the show. I usually don't put books in there, but that one seems like an interesting read. Thank you, Dorothy Hawkins, on Twitter for that interesting delight. How is everybody? Guys okay? I'm a little blurry still. There we go. Is there something on the hat? I think it's just reflecting light. Okay. This is an interesting hat. It's almost like, I can't explain it, but you can see it's kind of like almost a mesh. It's very light. It's like I'm just wearing more hair, is what it feels like. Feels like I'm wearing more hair. All right, I'm going to pull up the video so you guys can see. We're going to talk about Bigfoot. I want you to hear. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but I'm friends with Third Phase of Moon. Did you know that? You didn't know? Well, they now do live streams and analyze footage on their show. You know? So they are now us. But they come on, like, where we get done at 9 o'clock, right? They come on at midnight. So we are now going to have live Third Phase of Moon, where you can call in or join them with the link, and they want you to analyze the footage they're putting up with them. You have an idea. Anthony from Unidentified S4 paid them a visit. The 3 times or 2 times they went live, I didn't know they went live because the first time was just on a whim they did it. And then the second time I was just watching TV and I have my sound turned off, so I didn't go. But from now on, I'm going to, not all the time, maybe once in a while, pop in if I see something I need to talk about. But I like that they're giving the live stream a chance, and it's really good because now anybody has any questions, you want to say it's CGI, you now have a way to talk to Third Phase of Moon during a live show. No more excuses, debunkers. You are the experts, no? Well, let's see how much more of an expert you are than Third Phase of Moon. I bet you $1 million you won't get shit right all the time. Unless you do your research. Don't forget, if you are a debunker, you need to have all research done. That's the law. Okay? I didn't, yeah. You have to have every single T crossed and I dotted and Q. And the Q has to have a line through the side. Yeah, never mind. All right, check this out. This is really going to be fun. I have a feeling. Let me turn on the volume in 3, 2, Agush.
Welcome, everybody. We're doing it live from the big island of Hawaii.
Well, we'll go a little forward.
How we receive it on a daily basis. So, guys, I'm just wanting to get your opinions as we roll this tonight with the evidence. If you like this show, if you like live premiering or more edited and dynamic the way we've been doing it all these years, or should we do it like this, engage the public in real time
like this,
and maybe get their opinions? Because later tonight I'm going to be dropping an invite button, so if you want to join us on this live stream, which we've really never done before in Third Phase of Moon, and have an opinion on some of the evidence we're going to be showing you tonight, we sure would like you to join us. So that being said, let's roll the first clip that has come to our attention. Guys, take a look at this.
CGI, fake, balloon, birds. It's a hoax. That's really there. You're going to be shocked when you see what this is. Don't they? There's no music. It's so weird watching Third Phase of Moon without having music on in the background.
So this is something we wanted to bring to your attention, guys. It's been making the rounds on the internet, and people said, hey, guys, we want to get your opinion on what is exactly captured in this drone footage. And as we're looking at it closer, it does reveal itself in broad daylight with these protruding, what I say, it almost looks like turbine engines that you'd see on a jet airliner, but you have not just two, but approximately 6 of them. 3 jet engines is what it appears to me. But then this came to our attention from doing some research that there's these unmanned aircraft systems with some tandem of tilt arranged wings to support its flight pattern. Is this what we're looking at, guys?
Yes. Oh my God, that's almost
we're gonna
identical.
Get a close up of this new experimental aircraft, and then compare it to this drone footage and other schematics. Could
That's
this
crazy.
be something man-made? In my opinion, the video that we just saw certainly looks that it could be one of ours. Something maybe along these lines.
It is.
But again,
right? Look at that thing. All right, let's get to the
video.
other ones here. This one
Once
was
again,
cool, though,
broad
that
daylight.
See,
the drones up
they
there.
try to
We're trying
debunk it at least.
Allocate the exact location, see if we could track down air traffic.
They never
within
do
the
any
area if it's,
research.
captured in data. But
They
as we're
never do
looking
any-
at this,
They never ask
as
any
it comes into frame,
questions.
it is quite large, and it's not any kind of
All right, let's get to
conventional drone
Figfoot.
that
I mean, Bigfoot.
I'm aware of. No doubt about it. Paper.
This Bigfoot
crane
one's
with
fun.
Tick. Listen and watch closely here.
Paper crane, alien girl.
Yes, look.
My God, that's crazy.
Did you see it? I need to
So
put on
there it
some
is. It
music
only
or
lasted
something.
for a second. Let me back this up. Listen
Can we
once
do
again.
that too?
Are you able to see it on the picture?
Yes, look.
My God, that's crazy.
So they see something, and they zoom in, and you see this thing just hanging there, looking right back at them. It almost looks like the thumbnail artist representation of the Bigfoot that we're posting on this live premiere. Pretty much spot on. Are we looking at a life form here? It almost looks like an orangutan, but I don't believe them to be in the wild over here in the United States.
All right. So I paused it. What do you think it is? Is that a man in a suit? Is that a Bigfoot? I think they do an analysis on the size, or somebody joins in on the show and does it. I don't remember. But I don't know if that's a big branch. It could be. It could be an optical illusion. Absolutely. See, this part here, it looks like a hand, right? You got one finger there, one there, one there, the thumb over here. It's in the right position if it's a left hand. Or is this the leaves? You know, you see this stuff over here too. I don't know if that, it doesn't, I mean, you can see even the hairline here. I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, here's the feet. Go all the way down. You can see the legs all the way to the floor. And even the foot has an arch in it. Kind of like a chimpanzee almost. It's like a humanzee.
Look at this thing. I'm zooming in. You can almost see it. His mouth is open. You see his big arms.
I don't know.
It does seem quite stationary, and that's what's kind of interesting. But
It's a shadow. Look at the
sometimes
left arm.
when you're just looking at
It's
something,
got two
you don't
bits
move
sticking
because
out?
that's kind of
What's a
hunt
bit?
and prey
I don't
kind
understand.
of reaction. This thing's.
I don't know. I mean, you got a torso. Now the head does look a little bit too far to the right, but It could just be the angle. Maybe he's, doing one of these. He's just looking to the side, right? That's what it kind of looks like. Like he's moving over like this. It's an interesting one.
Massive. Right. What's your thoughts?
I mean, you look around, I don't see any other Bigfoot trees around here, anything that even looks similar. And I do believe this object is there. I don't think this is part of a tree bark, and we're seeing a bunch of pareidolia, although I don't rule it out either. I'm just, maybe, Helen, it might be. It's pretty good, but that is what pareidolia is. It gives us the illusion we're seeing something that we're not. Pretty interesting. And very frustrating at the same time, don't you think? I mean, this is where they're at. And you can see it down here. See here, from here, it looks like pareidolia. Is that it? Can we see it? Is this it? See, I would never notice it here. I guess maybe I would. See, it looks like the tree branches in this one. Just like the arms over here. Right? Hey, maybe this over here. What is this thing? Is that a cave? Is that Bigfoot's home up in the mountains
listen.
there? That's interesting. That little cave-like thing right here.
See it on the picture?
Yes, look.
Whoa, I want to see that cave real quick.
Oh,
She zooms
listen.
in real fast. I'm trying to stop it before she gets there.
Yes, look.
I can't. All right, next we're going to go to last night. Let me stop that. There is a chicken on the left. I saw the chicken. Silly man. Chicken soup. Chicken soup. All right. Now, this is a phenomenal video. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play a few minutes of them looking at the video of the UAPs that they dropped yesterday, those 3 birds. I know, you're sick of it? Don't care. I just, it's good to see what other people are thinking about it. So I will play this and we'll get their insight. Just so you see how other people think, how Third Phase of Moon thinks, how they look at footage. If you're not familiar with it, a lot of people say that everything they put up is fake, CGI, or a hoax, or they steal it. And that is just a falsehood? It's a falsery? It's a falsery. Here we go.
Bungo 281, taxi north of Tower 2 West Slopes, 1 com.
281, roger.
Wow, are those 3 really fast flying jets up there?
Probably some A-10s or some F-16s. I'm not looking up there.
Bungo 281, taxi north of Tower 2 West Slopes, 1 com.
281, roger.
Wow, are those 3 really fast flying jets up there?
Probably some A-10s or some F-16s. I'm not looking up there.
My thing is, these pilots, what are they talking about? Right? If it has been debunked without a shadow of a doubt that it's birds, how can they actually sit there and say that these are like jets, real fast flying jets? Are they looking through a heads-up display that gives them this image that we're looking at here, or the gray image? Or are they seeing it just with their naked eye? I'm not quite sure. I think it's with their naked eye. So I guess it's possible with them being birds that they're a lot closer than what these guys think. And these guys, who look, let me tell you something. Pilots, military pilots, commercial pilots, any other pilot, they're not experts on the sky. They may know more than you or I, but they're not experts on UFOs. They're not experts. Yeah, they do. They see a lot more stuff than we do, naturally. But I don't think there's a pilot out there that they may have seen different things, but I think I've seen more stuff than most pilots because I put so many hours into it. You know? These guys may only fly 7,000 hours and, you know, I don't know. I never hear of a pilot having 50,000 hours of flying. I don't know if that's true, and if it's maybe over a 20-year career, it's possible. I'm not sure. But we got to stop putting pilots, police, first responders, and saying that they're experts or they're experts at analyzing stuff, at looking at stuff, because they're trained observers, right? They're supposed to be trained observers. And they make more mistakes than most people. And we have a prime example right here of people that fly a lot, apparently, because they're out there, that are making a really big mistake in what they're saying, they're seeing. Either that or the UFOs have wings. But this is a perfect example of those trained observers making a huge mistake.
I'm looking up there.
Having a hard time seeing something. There's a little bit of enhancement here.
Longbow 281, taxi north of Tower 2 West Slopes, 1 count.
281, roger.
Wow, are those 3 really fast flying jets up there?
Probably some A-10s or some F-16s. I'm
Wrong.
looking up there.
Yes, heavy tank.
Is this kind of the...
Yes, that is...
Sure what they're
Great,
getting excited
great comment.
about this being something huge. I think I'm seeing like 3 different individual lights
You think so,
appearing
Helen?
in this. Let's see.
That's an interesting comment too. Trained observers and less likely to be out and out nuts. Less likely, but it's not 100%. Right? Yeah, I know. But we have to remember, these people this is their job, right? They're trained for this job. When they go home, they still beat their dog, yell at their wife and kids, kick the garbage cans of the neighbors down the street. You know, they're still those type of people. Yeah, they're still fallible, not perfect. And then you have others that go home and kiss their wife and kids and love them dearly and don't hurt the dog and pick up the neighbor's trash and all that. There are those people too. But I'm just talking about the nature of a human being.
Let's just look at it a little closer here. On November 6, 2018, pilots of a U.S. Army AH-64 Apache attack helicopter were training. They're on a flight training mission in Arizona, and they spotted 3 unidentified aerial phenomenon. This is according to a Forbes article, and they said the UAP is making wild maneuvers in the sky, not too far away and not particularly high in the sky. Again, coming from Forbes. And they said at least the narrative that accompanies the latest bit of UFOs and this footage is being published by the UFO Disclosure Symposium. I know, and we heard about this video that was going to be leaked, and it's interesting that this video's finally getting its reviewed to the world. And again, I'm just wondering what's taking them so long to do this. Again, I'm not seeing anything spectacular here, except some really pixelated imagery. And this is what people I don't know. It's just interesting that they've been holding on to this for such a long time. Guys, are you getting excited about this? I'm not exactly sure if I am at the moment. Again, this was dropped today, and it was touted to be something spectacular. I want to thank Rage 3150 for the $9.99 super chat. Again, big support. He says, keep up the great work. Appreciate your time putting all this together. Yeah, you know, it does take some work doing these live streams. I could see it can be difficult, but we want to make it in a way that is kind of different from what anybody's doing right now. Again, we're going to be inviting the public tonight with some invitation links that you can join us on this live stream. But what's interesting is there's some enhancements of the video that the people have done on the comments, have done in the public, Twitter for one of them. So Twitter was touting this video, and they still claiming what we're seeing is extraordinary footage of things that cannot do anything in regards to anything in our assets. It seems to defy physics, according to some of the people that are pushing this video up so much. Again, I'm not seeing something that really catches my eye here. Again, here's some evidence that came in. Well, it's the same video, but they enhanced the footage, stabilized it, and I think this really tells the whole story behind it. Let's run this real quick. Let's put this up here. Again, stabilized footage. Did you see that, guys? Right there, it is pretty clear that this is, in my opinion, a few birds just flapping their wings around. Wow. Again, this is interesting that people out there are actually doing a lot of good work. And this came in from a person over there. His name is Dave Betty. He did the enhancement. Let's watch this again. Let's just play this again. I like that people are doing this work here. And again, he stabilized the video. And basically what we're seeing here is not extraordinary, in my opinion. To me, again, these government videos amount to basically nothing. The public has much better. You could clearly see flapping of wings. I can't tell you what type of bird it is, but I'm not trying to debunk this. But again, I think we just did. Again, here's the video once more, guys.
All right. So that's that. Yeah, I was looking for another video because you see this here. This reminds me of Unidentified S4's video that I tried analyzing. And when you don't see something, it's almost, and if you're not there, it's almost impossible. So Anthony had a fleet video that he shot over the coastline of Staten Island, and there was all these objects zooming around and disappearing in the clouds, but I think it had to do with the shadow effect of the clouds and openings in the clouds. But there were the white objects going through, and the video, I mean, it was good enough to see the objects, but it wasn't good enough to get detail. And then I noticed there were objects going, seemingly shooting other directions, and I said, I don't know of birds that there would be so many going through one part of the cloud like this and be that high up and doing maneuvers like that. But most likely it was birds. And we're seeing that kind of activity here with this video. So I lived in Arizona my whole adult life. So I've been to the ocean, but I never recorded anything. I don't have seagulls and that many those types of birds. I don't even have those types of clouds in Arizona. They're very rare. It only usually happens after a very big storm. So something I learned watching Anthony's video and definitely watching this video, that birds do look like UFOs. That's for damn sure. That's why they get misidentified a lot. But they could even be fleet in almost a straight line going through the clouds. And most likely that's what it is, because I can't find the video on Unidentified S4. I don't think Anthony ever posted it, thinking it might be birds. I say should have posted it and put, is this birds or what? Unless he knew what it was the whole time and was putting it up as a test to see who knows what. Well, I admit I didn't know. If you've never seen something before, how do you know how to analyze it? You know what I mean? You do the best you can with what's in your memory bank. And I've always said this before, I'm not perfect and I'm not an expert. So I'm not going to show the alien yet. I'm going to show you. Here's an alien. Look, unbelievable footage that appeared a few weeks ago on Giovanna camera showing what appeared to be a gray alien making a late night visit. I recently spoke to Giovanna and she said that she often finds strange photos like this that she doesn't remember taking. I cannot imagine how confusing and scary that must be. She was nice enough to let me continue showing my fans these images. We all owe her a huge thank you. She explained the circumstances behind the photos, and we're lucky enough to see them. To get more information about her experiments, just Google her name. Let's see what the Cousins brothers find in this gem called aliens.
And scared she was after she was nice enough. Well, I guess she was nice enough to continue showing my fans these images. We all owe her a huge thank you. They say she explained the circumstances behind the photos, and we're lucky enough to see them. To get more information, I guess you got to go Google her name. So Giovanna Pata's camera, maybe Google it, you'll find more information on it. But here's the photos that are making the rounds right now. Guys, let's just take a look at this. You know, I'd be pretty freaked out too if, you know, you find these images within your camera while you're sleeping. I would think if somebody's doing a major prank on me, but this one's kind of interesting to me because I like the whites in the eyes there, where it seems that if this is indeed some alien or some extraterrestrial being, it's in motion, and it is interesting here. Again, it's third photo that we're looking at. Guys, what do you guys think this is? So again, we're not debunkers here. We want to share the evidence, but I'm doing some enhancements here. And when I was looking at it a little closer here, you can see right there, it's pretty pronounced. Let me just bring up that enhancement again. Do you see all that around? It seems that it's almost enhanced. There's enhancement. There's a manipulation. This isn't natural. The pixels seem that they don't match up, unfortunately, here.
Don't.
So, guys, I think we're on to some possible hoax, in my opinion, that this seems to be manipulated, this photograph. And again, we're just looking at all the footage.
What did they just say?
Make sure we
what did Third Phase just say?
Showcase the evidence. But I really want to thank, again, man, you're killing it, Rage.
I can't believe Third Phase of Moon just said that this is fake.
In aliens, so much proof is out there. It's true. It is very true.
But they only promote.
But we do have to get.
But they only promote. Wait, I didn't know Third Phase of Moon does that. They don't question shit. Oh, they do. They do every show. They do. Wait a second. Third phase of moon? I thought all they put up was CGI. And fake hoaxes that they say that they take with the same camera every day. This is amazing. This actually came in from another person, Giovanna, right? Oh, they must have paid her.
Get the solid evidence.
They probably
And
paid this lady.
So far, we don't have one in captivity. And I'm not saying captured and take away its freedoms by any means. I'm just saying, man, it'd be great if they just show themselves or if they have open communication.
I can't believe they said this was a fake. They saw manipulation in the photo. I didn't know Third Phase of Moon does that kind of stuff. Boy, they're better than I thought. Amazing.
Great if Third Phase of Moon could actually do an interview with these guys. Wow, let's keep moving on into this.
That just blew me away. Legit? I am totally taken aback by what I just saw. Blake just debunked that video, seeing that there was different pixelating smudges, which shows that there were some enhancements done. Because if the pixels don't match, then you've got what looks like this. Let me show you. Well,
around.
Let me pull it back up.
It seems that it's almost enhanced. There's enhancement. There's a manipulation. This isn't natural. The pixels seem that they don't match up, unfortunately, here.
Nope.
So, guys, I think we're
so
on
when you
to
have pixels,
that enhancement.
You have this. See all this here, all the noise and stuff and other things. You don't get that here. And here, you can see it looks like there's some sort of halo effect going on. This is smudging. This is trying to blend this in, right? You can even see the swipes. Right? I mean, yeah, I know, I'm kidding. But it's definitely not legit. Again, another fake. Good job, Third Phase of Moon. I didn't know you guys did shit like that. You're the best. Wow, you guys have changed. All right, next.
Caught on camera, so let's just roll this real quick.
This is the orb. This is amazing, if it's real. Remember, she could be a paid informant. Or something. Here we see a white object off a CCTV that seems to be just hovering in the distance, and the woman sees it. Now, I think a loved one just passed. She's gonna talk to it. It comes over to her. She's reaching out to it. It looks like it's right over her. It kissed her. It kissed her forehead. It's backing up. It sees now the dog. She's. Oh my goodness.
The dog comes into frame there. It's interesting.
Now, why would the dog have to be alerted by it? They don't always.
Again, this footage, here's the background. We got it from a person. I guess there's really no name attached. I don't want to give the email, but I could call it Slat, and I'll just stop it there. But she says, my good friend's mom's husband died. Wow.
Oh.
She seen an orb on her security camera outside. She went out to talk to it and told it everything was okay and to come closer, and it did. So we want to thank you for sharing this video. I'm going to actually reply right now.
Hold on.
Thank her for...
Hold on. I'm a little curious now. I want you to look up here. Look up at the top when you see this orb. There's some movement going on, and I don't understand what yet. I just noticed it.
We got it
but
from
watch.
A person.
You'll see when the orb comes over, you see it up
attached.
here.
I don't want to give the email.
You see movement.
But
You'll see
I
it.
could call it Slat.
Watch when it gets right around
stop
here.
It there. But she says, my good friend's mom's husband died. Wow. She seen an orb on her security camera outside. She went out to talk to it and told it everything was okay.
See it dancing up there?
Closer.
It's doing the same thing.
So we want to thank you for sharing this video. I'm going to actually reply right now.
Oh, I know why. I just figured out why. You want to know why? because the person's recording it. And what's happening is it's reflecting off their recorder and going back onto the TV. So you're seeing a reflection of a reflection. Oh, that's wild. Yeah, that's all it is. Yep.
Thank whoever it is.
I've seen it before. That's how I figured it out.
Thanks so much. This is interesting.
That's
guys.
cool.
What's your thoughts? Because apparently there is this phenomenon of afterlife. Is this what we're looking at? You could see, apparently the grandmother, I guess, lost her husband, and maybe this is some kind of communication. We're looking at it, and it does seem to be authentic. I don't see any manipulation going on here. And guys, we're up to almost 1,000 watchers right now. So while we're doing this, I want to get your comments. I'm going to throw the invitation link into the chat. And again, if you guys want to chime in on these 3 videos that we just went over, by all means, come in. There it is. So when we watch these kind of videos, again, I'm looking for real authentic evidence. And I think what we're looking at, it is indeed not manipulated. And I see no reason why these guys are out there trying to fake anything. And the email that I just got here is coming from somebody, I have no idea who they are, but you know, we say if you have anything extraordinary, our email is in the description. And it's amazing on how much information we get from the public. And you know, I like the story behind it, because again, the grandmother's out there wanting to make.
So the interesting thing about this story is that the grandmother saw the object on the her camera. She saw it on the screen. So she goes outside and sees it. And you have to think, well, what could it be if it's not a spirit orb? How do you debunk something like this? What's the most logical explanation is what I always say. Well, number one, we can say it's a bug, right? But clearly, if she is seeing this, because at one time when it comes over her, it doesn't look like she sees it. It's like she's still looking out that way, and then the thing would be right here. So why doesn't she do this? She never moves her head. She just keeps looking out there while the thing does this. You know, it goes right to her head. She doesn't do this. She doesn't move back. She doesn't get a better look at it. Her head stays the same. I think. I'm going to look at it one more time here. Let's see if I'm wrong. And it's very possible. Let's see. Watch her head. Does she really see this thing?
Lost her husband, and maybe this is some kind of
you
communication.
can't see
We're
her
looking at
eyes,
it.
But here, why doesn't she move and look at it better?
Authentic. I don't see any manipulation going on here.
Her head never moves, right? You'd think she would be moving her head.
Guys,
right
we're
there.
up to almost 1,000 watchers right now. So
I don't know what
this,
this is. This might be
get
a
your
bug
comments. I'm
around
going to throw
the
the
lens,
invitation
for all we know.
link into.
And maybe the story just isn't true. But all we have is what we have. We have somebody who sent an email who said it was her sister's husband's ex-husband, something or another, who died recently. And that's the story. I think this just might be a bug and we're being joked with. You know what I mean? That's what I think is happening. I think somebody's trying to say they saw something that wasn't there. Why? Why would somebody do that? Third Phase always asks me that because I always question things, right? And they're like, why, if they have nothing to lose, why would they even bother? Like, what does this woman have to gain by lying? Well, maybe it's not the woman who has nothing to gain, but maybe somebody else would like to see how popular it gets. And maybe it's nice to fool people, but I don't know. I really believe in spirit orbs. I truly do. They are real. I'm not saying they're not, because I've seen them. And I've seen them on TV, and I know what they look like. And usually you don't see them, but This one looks extremely bright because of the IR, but the woman doesn't really seem to be paying attention to it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, no, forget that. On a scale, yeah, let's go back. On a scale of 1 to 10, on how real this probably is, I'm going to give it a 4. Not a 5, 4, because I'm leaning more towards it not being there. It's there, but it's not what they're telling us it is. I think they might know. It's just weird that the woman doesn't move her head to look at it. If she's seeing it, why not trace it with your head like everybody on the planet would do? This thing goes right above her head, seemingly to the left, up a little bit, and she doesn't do this at all. Doesn't even move. But people try to trick us all the time. Try to test us, you would think, right? See if we're gonna talk about it and call it what it is. Well, these are the hard ones, okay? These are the ones that are very difficult. Because a lot of times the security cameras usually are seeing something actual and not spiritual, which is still actual, but you know what I mean, a physical presence. Watch one more time. We'll see how her head moves. She's actually calling it, according to the story. She's trying to make contact with it. Huh? I don't know. I'm still gonna say 4. I'm gonna say 4.
So that's the dog comes into frame there. It's interesting.
And the dog doesn't necessarily have to be triggered by the object. The dog, you know, when dogs and cats and animals see this stuff, it's usually when the object is messing with them or it's in their direct line of sight. This thing is up, it's away, the dog comes out, look, the way it's walking looks to be maybe 7 to 10 years old. It didn't walk like a puppy, that's for sure. Watch. And what was that? Did you see that glibbity gloop go walking by? Watch. What's this thing up top here? That's got to be an animal on the sidewalk. Look at that. Or is that the dog? That's why these cameras... Yeah, it's the dog that was walking by. Yeah, that dog's old. Yeah, that dog's got a few days left. That's about it. That dog's on its last leg, literally and figuratively. Yeah, I think this is just... I think we're being duped. I think she saw it on the camera, went outside, and thought it would be a funny way to talk. I don't know. But the object's interesting if you look at it. It doesn't have wings. It's not flying. You don't see flapping. So is it actually on the Is it on the camera itself? I don't know. Maybe it's a true story. I just don't know. These are tough. This is as tough as it gets. You know? One more time. Does her head... And I want to say something else. These cameras, like Ring doorbell cams and stuff, and you see the videos where it looks like a person disappears walking across the street, or a car, or an animal. We got the same thing here. These objects, when they're out in the distance, furthest away from the camera, they're not going to be focused in properly. The frame rate is usually a third to half of what an actual camera is. So usually a camera runs at 30 frames a second. These usually are 15, 10, sometimes even 5 frames a second. Sometimes they go once a second. So, I mean, this one looks like it's 30 frames a second, but this is far. Look, the dog just looked like a blob. Wouldn't you agree when it walked by? it looked like a blob when it walked across the screen from one room to the next. So these are the problems that we have with these cameras. When things disappear, somebody's walking by on a sidewalk from the view of a doorbell cam. When they disappear, it's usually right as they get to the right or the left side, not dead center. But depending on how far away, see, that is just the dog, and it looks like a blob. It looks like a scary figure creeping across the floor. Look, watch at top. That's the dog. Oh, this view. See? It looks like a snake figure, man. It looks like a very big Dachshund or hot dog. Anyway. Very interesting, CBs, cousins, brothers. I'm glad you're going live. Hey, Rickety Bob. I thought I saw you floating up here. 3 pounds, 3 quid super sticker. What kind of sticker did you throw out there? Let's see. That is a... Oh my God, we have got several super chats to go. No wonder why Coral was trying to push that through. I kept denying it. Fist bump. All right, that is the happy fist bump. So let's check out the rest of our super chats here while we're at it. And let everything sink into what we just saw. Next. I got it, I guess. Joe K with a $2 Canadian. Hey, Rich, have you ever looked into Dorothy Wilkinson? Yeah, Dorothy Izatt. Of course I have. One of the best, and I have to say, one of the best cases for a UFO I have ever seen. I'm going to pull that up here as soon as we're done. No, actually, I'm going to pull it up now. Dorothy Izatt. Because you know why? It is such a great case. I never get tired of it. And I tell you what, we will actually play the video. They made a documentary. And during the making of the documentary, there was a UFO in the background out the kitchen window. While I gotta tell you, this woman is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. All right, I'll get back to Dorothy. I got it pulled up. Thanks, Joe K. We're ready to go. Thank you for your support, continuing support of GoofOn. Appreciate that. And Jennifer Siami, that's a 2 pound, 2 quid, had 2 orbs in my garden, but was scared to approach? No. Don't be scared. Never, ever, ever be scared. They're there. Yeah, they're there. But if they wanted to harm you, they would have. They would just come in your house. They can go through anything. Hold on a second on that. Thank you very much, Jennifer. That is, they must have been some scary orbs, I tell you. And you know what? And if you're not used to it and you actually see them, I could see why it's scary. I had one in my house. Me and my wife woke up too. We were frightened. Yeah, we didn't move. We did not move. Like the whole 40 seconds that thing was in the house. Dorothy says, check her ear position because I said the lady didn't move her head. Yeah, she's looking up. But she never does this when the object goes over her head. She doesn't look at it. She doesn't change. Her head is always just in the same position. She's definitely not seeing this thing, I don't think. Sorry, I'll have to agree to disagree, though. Well, wait a minute, because... Yeah, no, never mind. Jennifer, again, football size and solid. Wow, that's a pretty big... That almost looks like what we have here. It almost looks like this lady, doesn't it? It looked like her orb. It kind of looked football-shaped. Yeah, very cool, Jennifer. Thank you for sharing that story. That's cool. Dr. Z Smith with $3. We round everything up. $3, is that Aussie? Aussie money? That's a super dono and a continuing supporter of GoofOn, a huge supporter. Thank you, Dr. Z Smith. Good to see you back. Nice having you here. Appreciate the support. You guys are unbelievable today. Thank you so much. I think there was one more or two more left. Oh, here's this one. Let me see. David Wilcox, a $10 Canadian, says they always record off a monitor and don't send the original file. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I never really thought of that. That's true, but this one is recorded off the monitor. You know, it's easier. They're not technical people. You know, these are just some woman who recorded it off there. It's the easiest way. She probably didn't even know how to take a copy of it or use the actual file. Not every time, but in this time I'll have to cut her a break. But you're right, it's always recorded off a monitor. You always see that on these TV shows where they show these videos of the paranormal and unexplained on camera, caught on camera. Literally caught on camera, but caught on camera. Funny. Thank you, David Wilcox. Very huge supporter and good friend of the show and a member of Goof On. Thank you. And then we have Cash 45, New Zealander. That's a $9 super dono. No comment, no super sticker or emoji, anything. That's just pure super chat. Thank you very much. A continuing supporter of Goof On. I think you have done before. Thank you very much. John Griffin, same thing. A continuing supporter of Goof On. $2. It's a super dono. No emoji sticker. No comment. Just pure support for Goof On. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto, generoso. Dinkum Ozzy with the $14 gush right out of the pouch and onto the screen. The pouch of the I almost called that thing a grasshopper. Kangaroo hopper. Thank you very much. Dinkum Ozzy. I had to learn how to say Aussie. I've been saying it wrong forever. And then somebody said one day, you know it's Ozzy, right? I'm like, eesh. Is it? Oh, man, you guys. Thank you very much for the support. Everybody. I'm going to do a one big a gush for the whole entire cabal. We are a cabal over here at Goof On. Thank you, Goof On supporters, for all you do for Goof On. This is for you. Mucho gusto, generoso sopporto. Thanks, everybody. It did. It rained a little bit, didn't it? It rained a little bit here at Goof On. It was getting cloudy. Hold on. Now I got to check to see if I got a Cash App at the same time. Oh, looks like there might have been a Cash App or PayPal. Let's see. There is a PayPal, and that comes from Nathan Nitsky, Nathan's Hot Dogs. Thank you very much. That's $5. $4.50. $4.50? $5. Thank you very much, Nathan. And also we got a $10 Cash App, and that is from, hold on, because it was from yesterday, and I don't want to, it is from Rochelle. Shell Shock. $10 on the Cash App yesterday. She did it in during the middle of the day, so I had to wait till today to announce it. Thank you very much, everybody. You guys are oh yeah, we started a half hour late today, so all right, we're doing it. We're all right. We've got a lot of more to show you. Now, I was talking about Anthony's video, the birds in the sky, maybe birds, and he sent it to me because I wanted to show you, because you know what they just dropped happened to be birds, right? So Anthony sent this to me a couple weeks ago, and I was loving it. I still love it, to be honest with you. But I'm probably going to say that it's birds 7 out of 10. because I really don't know unless I was there. See, this is what's so hard to be somebody like me, is that you don't get to see everything, and then when you see something that looks like this, you're like still hoping that these are fleets of UFOs. But I've looked at it again. I gotta say, it's good, but it's probably birds.
I just came outside. It's so hard to see, but
I mean,
there's so many
see,
orbs
I
up
just
there right now,
see them.
flying over the beach.
It's so hard. Why do you have to do this to me,
The
Anthony?
sun, it's just too hard to see. The glare is too much.
Where'd it go?
Hope you guys can see what I'm
They
saying
just
right now.
disappeared.
I'm just gonna keep plugging away. The objects look white. Man.
Why is the volume so low? Is
Really
it
hard to
low?
see. I only have my iPhone. Hope you guys are seeing this.
Something's
There's so
wrong
many
with
of
my
them passing
microphone.
right now. So if you can see, there's so many passing. I can't believe how many just keep flowing in, but my phone is not doing any justice.
Jesus.
Unbelievable. I mean, it's like one after the other, after the other, after the other. They're just in groups. Some are going. I just came outside. It's so hard to see, but there's so many orbs up there right now, flying over the beach. The sun, it's just too hard to see. The glare is too much. Hope you guys can see what I'm seeing right now. I'm just gonna keep plugging away. The objects look white. Man, really hard to see. I only have my iPhone. Hope you guys are seeing this.
So that's the video.
There's so many of them passing right now. So if you can see, there's so many passing. I can't believe how many just keep flowing in, but my phone is not doing any justice. Unbelievable. I mean, it's like one after the other, after the other, after the other.
That's a hell of a lot of birds, bro. That's a lot of freaking birds. You know? It's a lot of birds. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what's going on with my microphone. I'm going to have to go to the settings and switch things around. It's just, it's hard for me to hear videos playing, but my volume for my voice is ridiculously loud. So I have to turn the volume way down and I can't hear what's going on in the video. Anyway, thanks, Anthony. Bob Thorson. Is this Robert Thorson? No, Robert Thorson would never give me money. Thank you, Bob Thorson. You are a first-time, not subscriber, but first-time supporter of Goof On. And that would have to be the sticker of keep it up. Yeah, because I work out too. Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, it's the working out pair. That's me. Thank you very much, man. That was your first super chat to Goof On, I believe. We'll give you this, Bob Thorson. $5 super sticker. Always keep going, Rich. I will. I promise. I go. Overworking out. What? Mucho gusto, generoso, Bob. Thanks, Bob. You did the right thing. You too, buddy. Is it the meteor shower? Oh yeah, no, that was weeks ago. Yeah, there's supposed to be a meteor shower. It's supposed to be like 1,000 meteors per hour. Every stinky time that they announce this event that's happening, I never see anything. I go out and I'm like, it's supposed to be 1,000 an hour. So that's like, I don't know, 200 every 10 minutes? Every 15 to every 10? Don't believe the hype. I'm telling you, don't believe the hype. What do we got? Third phase was in the house. Good to see you guys. I guess they left. I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, got more to go over. Here we go. Let me pull up the inbox. This is where we keep all the goods. What's new on Hulu? Has anybody seen the first 2 episodes? on Disney of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's really good. Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. And I found out they were only putting up 6 episodes. I guess they originally were going to make a movie, but they decided to do it this way. So you do get more bang for your buck this way, but it's good. And just so you know, it's right after 10 years after Luke and Leia are born. And you get to see a little 10-year-old Princess Leia, a 10-year-old Luke Skywalker. But the girl playing Princess Leia is phenomenal. I think so. She's a really cute know-it-all. She has to play like she's very, very smart, the way she talks. And it's funny, Obi-Wan actually goes, "How old are you?" She goes, "I'm 10. Thank you very much." Or something like that. Very, very good writing. Very fun. I'm enjoying it so far. The first 2 episodes were out of this world. What? They are. And I watched a couple of episodes of Stranger Things. That also dropped. And I loved season 1. Hated 2. Despised 3. But this season, so far, I'm enjoying it a lot. It's really, really good. I don't know, man. They still play the music, you know, the overbearing 80s music that most of the songs I hated back then. Yeah, of course, it figures it would have to be those songs they play. You know, they're not going to play Master of Puppets or Motley Crue or Warrant. Dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking. She's my cherry pie. Remember that song? Or girls, girls, girls. At the dollhouse in Fort Lauderdale. Girls, girls, girls. Yeah, those were good times. You know I'm a dreamer, but my heart's a gold. I had a runaway high, so I wouldn't come home low. Just when things went right, doesn't mean they're always wrong. Just take this song, and you'll never feel left all alone. Take me to your heart. Feel me in your bones. Just one more night, and I'm coming off this long and winding road. I'm on my way. Ooh, I'm on my way. Home, sweet home. Jeanette. I'm looking for a thing I was supposed to play for you. You think I want to sing? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know where my show is that I set up. This is very strange right now. Oh, is this it? No. I set up the show and I send myself emails of everything I want to talk about. It's just the way I do it. Oh, here's something I'll play. I don't know where all my stuff went. It's weird. I wonder if I didn't do it and I thought I did. But this bothered me. This is what's going on the Unexplained Zone, that TV show that has Mick West in it. This is unreal. I'm not even going to say it. I want you to watch it. They call this UFOs spotted on the 4th of July 2 years in a row. I nearly just jumped out of the chair and bashed the TV in with a chair. No, I didn't do it. I'm not angry anymore. Here we go. You tell me, what is this?
California, July 4th, 2018. John Lopez is celebrating with his family Every year we go out in our backyard because we're able to see the fireworks.
But instead of pyrotechnics, they see something far more startling. These lights
Kind of look like fireballs just floating around in the sky, and then like different ones kind of appeared out of nowhere.
And what makes it even stranger? This is the second 4th of July in a row that John has seen them. It left the Lopez family wondering, what had they seen and why does it recur on the 4th?
We've heard many stories of UFOs showing up repeatedly to individuals, but the fact that it was at the same time and in the same place, I haven't heard too often. You wonder if the fireworks display may have actually attracted these anomalous objects.
Duh. Hey, this isn't the nice new goof on. Duh. I didn't say I was going to change all the way. I just said I'm not going to attack people. All right. And also, I have a new feature coming up starting Monday. I'll tell you in a minute. So why am I upset at this video? Number one, it's the 4th of July, 2 years in a row. So what does that tell you? Could be fireworks display, right? And if it happened at last year's 4th of July event, and it happened at this year's July 4th event, doesn't it kind of look like night skydivers with flares off the bottom of their boots? It is, yes, it is. All you have to do is a little research to figure it out, that there were skydivers twice.
Objects to the scene.
Chatsworth, California, July
But the Unexplained Zone, they didn't do any research whatsoever. They don't even bring it up.
4th, 2018. John Lopez is celebrating with his family.
Every year we go out in our backyard because we're able to see the
I tell you what, Dinkamazi, it's been talked about. I can sing. I was just joking around. I can really sing if I want to. Yeah. You know what I sing good? Other than heavy metal? I sing country. And I hate country. I wouldn't say hate it. I just don't listen to it. But I like country. I don't hate it. I don't dislike it. I just don't listen to it. You understand? Like last night, I spent 2 hours of my life after I worked out listening to Scorpions and Disturbed and Metallica and all my favorite stuff. Really loud. And and it was good. So with that being said, no. I will not be on any of their albums. But it was talked about for a minute. Thank you for the $3 super chat asking if I'm going to sing on the next Third Phase of Moon album. Backup. Yeah. That's right. You got that right. That's what it came down to. Probably that, if anything. I used to sing that Motley Crue like perfectly, like I would do it in my act. Smoking in the boys' room. On a microphone it sounds pretty close to Vince Neil. Well, teacher, don't you feel me? Up with your rules, 'cause everybody knows that smoking ain't allowed in school. Remember that song? It's a remake. All right, let me continue this one more time.
fireworks.
But instead of pyrotechnics, they see something far more startling. These lights
Kind of look like fireballs just floating around in the sky, and then like different ones kind of appeared out of nowhere.
And what makes it even stranger? This is the second 4th of July in a row that John has seen them. It left the Lopez family wondering, what had they seen and why does it recur on the 4th?
So let me tell you. So this man is
I've heard many stories of UFOs showing up repeatedly to individuals.
Right? Isn't that a guy? That's a guy, right? I'm just saying, I'm not making fun of it.
The fact that it was...
But here's the deal with this Lopez guy who captured this on camera. He doesn't have any other UFO videos that he's in on. They're not mentioning, and Lopez has seen these several times during the year. No. He only sees it on the 4th of July. You know why? Because that was the only time the guy was outside looking up.
At the same time and in the same place, I haven't heard too often.
Like, they can't determine that it's the 4th of July. Oh my God, it might be fireworks. Yeah, schmohawks. They're all schmohawks. Yeah, that's it. And anybody who's watching that, who's like one of us, we see the trails. We've seen those videos dozens of times over the years. Are you telling me you can't even figure that one out? Unexplained Zone? It's unreal. Unreal. It's unreal. It's unreal. That is just a lazy bunch of people not doing their jobs. That's it. Just laziness. Just pure lazy. Hey, you wanna throw a little? Want to have a little fun? Want to have a little fun? Let's get a little political. You know, what's a man? What's a woman? I love these people. Can you tell me what a woman is? I'm not a biologist. Huh? You know that conversation? Well, here's a comedian that has some take on that. It's Kayvon. It's pretty funny, actually. I wouldn't play it if it wasn't. This guy's a good guy.
There's so many things women can do better than guys. Women can do things. Here's one example that I was at the mall with my nephew babysitting. I'm just walking through the mall, and a woman I didn't know pulled up a knee. She goes, "Is that your son?" I go, "No, it's my nephew." And she without any hesitation, she says, "He is adorable. What's your name?" "You are so cute. Marcus, when you turn 18, I'm coming back for you. You're a little heartbreaker. Save him for me. He's so cute." And she walked away. Went back to shopping. I challenge any man in this room.
Right?
Any guy, go to the mall, just approach a woman you don't know. "Is that your niece? Can I have a word with her, please?" "Wow, when you turn 18, I'm coming back for you." Save her for me. That's a good one.
Can you imagine? It just doesn't happen. I thought that was clever. That's clever. Very clever. Yeah, it wasn't that bad, I told you. Wasn't that bad. We're not going to get political. We will, though. We will. Do you want to get political for a minute? You want to get political for a minute? We can get political here on Goof On. Nothing wrong with it. Look, I'm right down the middle. I'm an independent. I don't choose sides. I choose the right thing that sounds right. Right? That's all I do. I cheat.
I'm a black woman first, so always understand that.
Okay.
But I do say that I have many conservative values that I will talk to you about.
Do it,
And so
girl.
if you look at your network that you're standing behind, yes, and when you look at your network that you're standing behind, you're saying that you look at Chris Cuomo. I feel like that's an oxymoron, a black Republican. You feel like it's an oxymoron. Why? Your friend right here is a Republican.
Let's dive into this. There's a couple things.
Let's hear
I got
it.
problems with things that both of them said. One, she says, "I'm a black woman first." Whatever happened to be a woman first?
Right.
Whatever happened to being who you are
human
first?
being.
Why did color become an adjective that described the inner workings of a human? I
Doesn't
don't
make sense.
understand it.
Doesn't
Now,
make
I'm not
sense.
saying betray your culture, but you don't have to put black on everything that you speak and touch. Two, did you see how that lady interrupted her because she's a black Republican and she said that's an oxymoron? Disqualifying everything that she's saying as
Right.
if she doesn't know how to think for herself. Why are liberals so disrespectful and racist towards people who don't think like them?
That's the
I am so
question.
tired of all these fake ass people. They say they combat discrimination, but use it when they want to discount someone who disagrees.
Right. Anyway, both sides do it. Both sides do it. Yep. Now, you want to know what my very first blog talk radio show was? Where are all the black people in ufology? And you wonder why we were controversial. It's a good question, though. Where are all the African? They don't like saying African American anymore. So what do I say? People of color. That's right. I'm color. I have color. I have color. I'm tan. Don't I qualify as people as color? I guess not. Jennifer Siami, Rich, you were going to put that UFO case up. I did. I already did. Which one? You got to be a little more specific because I thought I did already. I thought I did. Didn't I? Am I missing something? Can somebody help me? Thank you, Jennifer. I don't know. What you... Oh, Dorothy Izatt. Yes. Thank you. You are very, very, very on point today. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did not want to forget Dorothy Izatt. That was the super chat of the day right there, I got to tell you. No offense to the other ones, but anytime you could help me get back on track, man, where did I put it? I'm looking for it. I think I put it over here and I just forgot. Let me see. Dorothy, where are you? Oh, that's right. I was still looking. Here it is. Dorothy Izatt. But I want the... I don't want that. I want the actual documentary, and I can't find it. I can't play Unsolved Mysteries. Just give me a second. I think this is it. Beings of Light, Dorothy Izatt story. Nah, this is only 20 minutes. Now, I want the one... I don't care about playing it if it was in the documentary, because I don't put ads up on my show. So I don't care about monetization on that. I think I have it. Now, all right, here it is. I'm just going to play this for now. And if anybody can find that, maybe you can put it in chat, and Coral Ann will put it in the little private chat that we have. Oh no, Dorothy just died? Damn it. Anyway, here it is in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignite. She saw these lights outside, and every time she would take a picture, I have to unmute it. That would be good. She would take a picture, and let's let them explain it.
Films of Dorothy Izatt seems to have a life of its own. Mrs. Izatt noticed that one of the still photographs that she has seemed to come alive. So she got out her camera, aimed it at the photograph, and just took some footage of the still picture. When the film was developed and returned, she discovered that the image on the still photograph flashed and produce light phenomena of its own. What they told her was that the light by any medium never lost its potency. It occurred to me that maybe there was more truth to what I had come to understand that even I realized. But the effect of this light on those who view it will correspond to the individual's willingness to experience it. If a person is afraid, then chances are nothing will happen.
It is.
Those who are watching the images now should look carefully at what they're seeing, because whether you feel it or not, you are being touched by this very high divine light.
Now, what I was going to say is, she would take these pictures, right? And this would show up. But the weird thing is, when I think it was Kodak, I don't remember the camera company that came out and they gave her film that, I think it was Polaroid, that I'm not sure what it was, but she couldn't mess with it. And when they looked at the video evidence or the pictures, these pictures did not bleed into other frames in the videos. Okay, so she would take video, high-8 video, and the object would flash. And when it flashed, it showed this. But it didn't bleed into any other frame. So if you have 30 frames a second and that flash happened, it would only be in one of the 30 frames, which is an impossibility in reality. That is just an amazing thing. And not only that, MUFON, I think, came out. One of the MUFON directors, I'm not a director, a MUFON guy came out and witnessed it with Dorothy. Yeah. So they're both looking out the window, and she says, they usually appear out here, she says to the MUFON guy, right? This is in the documentary. And she goes, do you feel it? And he's like, huh? And she's like, over there. There they are. And he's like, oh my God. He goes, I couldn't believe it. There it was right there. He saw it with her. It's a really great story. I wish I had the documentary. But let's hear what she says. These are amazing photos, if you believe it.
Lightness given by the Creator. It's just that we have to learn how to use it. When the person is sincere and really wants to see the light, they'll see it. You don't have to be a saint. If you really want to see them for a purpose, they'll show up and help you. But
boy, that sounds like what Greer says, right? She's doing a source of meditating and not even knowing it.
you've got to be honest and true with it. Thousands now that's gone through my home branched off and did some of their own from there. Little gatherings together.
Whoa, look at that.
Hey, that's my birthday.
Look at that thing. Oh, it doubled. It split into two. Whoa. It doubled. Whoa, whoa. Check it out. That was awesome.
Contact with light beings will increase over time.
God, look at that
People
flash.
will witness and experience it. We're not alone. We never have been alone.
And every time it flashes, the object seemed to change its orientation. You know, it was interesting. Like it was moving at the speed of light, and all you saw was a flash, and then you see the blur, which was the object moving, doing whatever it is. Time is different for these beings.
And it wouldn't hurt me if they think I'm a loony and say that, these things don't exist. Fine. They have to find out from themselves, right? But what I'm experiencing is I'm sharing it. Take it or leave it.
I'm sorry that, the scientific community, medical profession, they didn't show more interest, right? Because I think some good could have been come of this. It's something that, might not come again for a long time. I suppose.
Dorothy Izatt is the best witness, the best claimant anyone could hope for. The importance in this subject is really inherent in the very fact that it exists.
When I met you, I thought you weren't human. Your eyes bore through me.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Did you see what I saw? Whoa, that was weird. There's like an alien face back here. I saw. That was weird. Oh.
He shook my hand and I thought, I can't die now.
Yep, I know a lot of people refuse to believe the Dorothy Izatt story, saying that she shakes the camera and all that and makes these images because of movement. I mean, that's just utterly ridiculousness. Even I knew that. All these years, I knew that there was something special about Dorothy. Being a skeptic as I am, I realized that when you see something as legit as this, you just don't dismiss it right away. You look into it, and I've looked into Dorothy Izatt on and off for the last 18 years, and if not even more, because I remember when her videos came out before I got in this field. She's a real interesting lady. I just want to see the documentary part where behind her you can see the UFOs out the window, and nobody noticed it until they watched the video, watched the documentary they were making and doing the edit. It's pretty wild stuff. Yeah, look at this. It's just amazing. Look at this one. It's crazy. You can see the beings. They're right there, I think. They're light beings, man. I mean, does it get any more obvious than this? And we see those every time in a lot of these pictures. Not every time, but a lot of them. Here, watch. Then, like, you see how the orientation here? 3, and then this. But if it flashes, the next thing you know, this orb, this light would be over here, this one would be here, this one. It's like it moves in a flash. Yeah, there's some more. I mean, it just looks like they're similar. Anyway, that's Dorothy Izatt. I recommend you guys checking it out. Dorothy Izatt just died. Joe K, thank you for the $2 Canadian support. And it was great. It was a great documentary. And I'd like to play that part, but I don't know, I'll have to find it. Thanks, Joe. I'm going to see if I can find it real quick while I'm sitting here. See if it's, whoa, didn't mean to do that. Let me see. While we're sitting here real quick. What, yeah, let me see. Dorothy Izatt, there she. Yeah. Here, I think I found it. No, that's not it. I guess if I drop, like, if I put down... Oh, well, let's watch this for a second. Yeah. All right, Dorothy Izatt we talked about. I'm interested to hear what these people have to say on the Oprah Winfrey Show. They were abducted. And John Mack is there, 1994. Wow. On Oprah? I don't remember this. I think I played it on the show, though. These are siblings. Yeah.
One of Dr. Mack's patients, Randy here, says his abduction occurred while he was awake. He is here with his sister, Glinda, who says she too has been abducted since childhood. Since what age? Do you remember?
She's my age now, 54.
5 years old. And at 5 years old, what happened? So some of what Dr. Mack described earlier here?
Right. I had a I consciously remembered my experience when I was 5. And
So I bet you now this girl does psychic readings, tarot card readings, right?
but I had bits of it that were missing.
We need to know what happened to these people. I wonder what their names are. Randy and his sister Glinda, and that's all we know. We don't have any last names. Randy and Glinda, or Glenda, Glynda.
And what I remember is that through my wall came some beings around my bed, and I ran between them and ran out of the room into my mother's room to hide from them. And what happened is they followed me in there, and that's the last I remember of it.
Oh.
However, it's interesting because after that, I never told anybody about that, and I just buried it in the back of my mind.
That's exactly what we do. I remember when I was 6 years old and I was shrunk down to a little tiny being. Little tiny being I was shrunken down. It was the worst experience of my life.
Mind in me.
I remember it. There were little beings. I never got any detail, but I saw them as very tiny, very, very tiny. And the next thing I know, I was being turned into a small being. And of course, it's a dream. I'm not saying it really happened, but there was a discomfort that happened to me when I was being shrunken down. I remember it, and it's it's almost like a claustrophobic feeling, and I was very, very scared. Didn't know why, but I remember turning around and seeing my bed as being a huge piece of furniture, and the chest and drawers over to the left in front of the bed, huge. And I remember getting scared, and then I remember looking at the floor, and seeing dust, like it was huge, and I got really scared, and then I woke up. And I've had that dream several times, and every time I would have that dream, it would advance a little further. So the next time I had it, I would see what's on the floor as dust, and then in this dream I would try to touch it and pick it up and look at the dust, and then I remember peeling it apart like cotton, and then I woke up again. And then the next dream I had, it continued after I was ripping the stuff apart. And then we started walking under the bed. And then before we got under the bed, I did this. I looked up, and then I woke up. And I had that dream probably a dozen times. And it just kept advancing like a couple of seconds forward. It's really weird how that happened. But anyway, get a $3 meatball on me, Ma. Ma! Did you get your meatballs? You got the dozen, I hope, right? Another dozen for FAP! FAP! She said frapsap? No, FAP. Thank you, FAP, for the $3 super donation. Well, no, super support. It's a regular one, yeah. All right, thank you for the $3 meatball. That's a big meatball, bro. I can get a 1/4 pound of chopped meat for that, I think. Right now. It's real expensive. All right, let's continue with this.
My brother, we never even spoke about it until the last few years.
Why, Randy?
I first told my mom and dad when I was 10 years old, something happened, and I told my mom and dad.
Do you remember when he told you? You're Randy's mom. What did he tell you? Stand up, please.
Back about a couple years ago,
Look at the hairstyles.
my daughter was living at a distance away from home, and she had picked up the book Communion, and she said it disturbed her. So I tried to get a connection.
Which daughter, Glinda?
Glindy. And so I read the book, and my son happened to walk in for dinner, and my husband and I were both there, and I said, "Geez, this is so stirring." And he said, "Well, don't you remember when I was 10 years old?" And it was like it was put way in the back of our mind. And we both said, "Oh, yeah." And we remember him coming up to our room.
And saying?
And saying there was a spaceship outside, and there were little guys around his bed, and they put the
Wow. Oh, wow, look.
dog to sleep, which sounds bizarre. Now...
Oh, a little bit more than
it
bizarre,
does.
yeah. Yeah.
But,
Very bizarre.
Yeah.
but, so my husband went outside.
So when he told you at 10, you said, "Yeah, right, honey"?
No, my husband went outside thinking it was probably an intruder.
Well, you know, I have to give the parents a little bit of credit for actually not just dismissing that their kid is crazy. They actually did a little security check around the building, perimeter check.
Settled, there wasn't an intruder, so we found. I settled him down for sleep, and we never thought another thing about it until...
There was or was not an intruder? I didn't hear you
There
say.
was not an
was not an
intruder that we
intruder.
were aware of.
So you told him that...
Put your listening ears on, Oprah.
So I'm sure
It's in his imagination.
I don't even remember telling him that.
What do you remember, Randy?
That's pretty much it. But I mean, I ran up to their room completely terrified because they had put me out for a little over an hour, and when I came to, you know, I ran out. First thing was I didn't know if I was going to get upstairs where my mom and dad's room where it was. I mean, it was that kind of fear. And
You know, he's telling this story, yet I don't know. It's like he's still unsure. You can see it in his body language. It's like he's talking about it. And the mannerisms are classic for somebody who is remembering but still not sure if it was a dream. That's how that's the interpretation I'm getting. It's like I still feel that they think it happened, but how do you interpret dream and reality when you're supposed to be sleeping? Did he sleepwalk? I don't know, man. Did they both? Yeah, that's true. Both of the brother and sister. It's an interesting story, I have to admit. It's just both of them, when they tell the story, just seem a little unsure about what they're telling us. That's all.
And
anyway, I can't play anymore, but I'll put the link in to that into the description. I just thought it was interesting because it was on Oprah and John Mack was there. A few more meatballs. You cracked me up, Rich. $10. FAP, what are you doing? That is a very, very smart super chat right there. Because now I can get 9 to 10 meatballs. You're going to make Mom real... She's going to be mad, but she likes to shop for the meatballs. I'll have to give it to her. I digest. Thank you, FAP, a continuing supporter of Goof On. Oh, the Ariel movie. I haven't watched it yet. And I haven't watched... No, I did. No. What was I going to say? I can't remember. But I want to watch that Ariel school movie. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe I'll do a review on it tomorrow. Maybe we'll do that. All right. Well, that's it for today. We went right over 2 hours. I want to thank everybody for your support. I realized that the last 30 minutes felt like 2 minutes to me. So thank you very much for hanging out tonight, everybody. Tomorrow night, there will be a show. Whoa. I accidentally hit that. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll be on... I think we're going to go at 9 tomorrow. 2 hours, because it's a holiday. So it'll be 9 o'clock. It'll be at 9 o'clock Eastern. I don't know, maybe 7. I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll see how tomorrow goes. There will be a show. So that, and like earlier I was saying, we have a little bit of a change in the format. And I've got a few people that are going to start with this change. But I won't announce it until it happens, who they are. They can tell you if they want. But at the top of the second hour, I'm going to have randomly. It's not going to be every night. It could be. But I'm going to have people in the community bring a story of their choosing. It could be anything they want. It can be psychics. It can be UFOs. It could be poltergeists. It can be spiritual. I mean, it could be anything they want. And they're going to come in for 15, 20 minutes, maybe longer if we need to. And they're going to give us their story. So it's my way of trying to open up a relationship with the community and try to get people like yourselves, podcasters that I like, to come on over and share some news, share some information, share some history, whatever it is. It's got to be in the paranormal, of course, but there's no restrictions on what you can talk about. And I don't know, but I'll have to make a chat room for us, and we'll have to discuss some things whenever. I'll drop I don't know who's going to show up when yet, but I just thought of it yesterday, so that's happening. Yeah, so we're going to have some interjections from other people in the community, and people you know and may respect and like. So that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to open up, trying to extend the olive branch of trust and information here from them to you. Yeah, I don't know if that even made sense. You know what I mean? Thank you, newcomers and veterans. Thank you for joining up tonight. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Tell your family, friends. This is what I listen to. Don't tell anybody. It's my guilty pleasure. Goof On is guilty pleasure. I have to check. I hope I didn't miss anything else. Hold on. I want to make sure I got all support donations in. And that's it. We are Goof On. We'll be back tomorrow, like I said, either 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern. And that is it. Tonight, keep your eyes open for third phase of moon and other stuff. I'm not going to say anything, but we'll be back tomorrow because we are Truthology for UFO.